Hello everyone, I hope that you're all well. This is going to be a little bit of a different type of video to what I usually put out there. Please don't take it as a negative video. Right, in particular I'm putting this out. I thought long and hard about whether to put this video out there or not, but I think it's important for you guys that listen to me and the advice I give, and it is always lovely to get the feedback that it's helping you. The methods that I'm putting out there to help you are helping you. That's great. The cranial therapy, the meditation files, it is lovely to hear back that it is helping you, so thank you for that. However, I think it's probably a good thing for you guys out there who listen to me to know that I still have bad periods of time with my tinnitus. Sometimes it can come back and get me, and I know that Kathy, I've been in touch with one of my subscribers, Kathy, and I know you're going through a very, very rough time at the moment, Kathy, and I will be making another private video to you shortly. So I am with you. I wanted you to know you're not alone. I understand how you feel, and this is partly why I've decided to put this video out today. I haven't been putting videos out as regularly as I would do, because I have not been good. I watched my last video that I did, and I'm sitting there and I'm saying I'm not hearing my tinnitus, and on that day I wasn't hearing it, and that's how I usually am, a level 1 or 2. But for some reason, since last Friday, I had a minor spike for no particular reason, and this is why this is for me, even for me with my experience of this condition, I am baffled by it, because I hadn't got angry about anything, I hadn't got stressed about anything, nothing unusual was going on in my life that doesn't usually go on in my life, but for some reason my tinnitus decided to spike, and it has not got better. It has not got better. I'm not comfortable right now. I've had to come home from work. I went into work this morning, I've had to come home. Earlier on, when I first came home from work, it went from a level 3 or 4, which it's kind of been since last Friday, right up to a 5 or 6 when I first came home. I've managed to reduce it a bit, but it's not good. At the moment, it is not good. But I'm able to put this video out there. So why am I doing this? I do feel like it is beneficial for you guys to know that when you're suffering, if you are in contact with someone such as myself, I do understand how you feel, particularly you, Kathy. Believe me, I understand how you feel, because the way you're feeling at the moment is how I felt when I first got this condition. I know how you're feeling. Today, I'm feeling pretty rotten about it. The noise is, it's bad. It is bad. It's not to the point where I can't function, obviously, but it's pretty bad. And what I wanted to put out there to you, Kathy, particularly you, but to others as well, is when you start to, if you have a spike or a minor spike, this is not as bad as the one I'd had previously, where I was just a level 8, 9, 10. It was just horrendous. But yeah, not good. You asked me, Kathy, that when you're feeling like this, with this condition, and you can't escape, and you're in this awful state with these dark thoughts, how do you dissolve anger? How do you not get angry about it? Because you're feeling very, very angry about it. I completely, utterly understand your emotional state in this, because anger was one of the is the main trigger for my tinnitus. Usually, anger. If I get angry, the tinnitus comes in and fills my head. So this is why I thought this was a good time, ironically, to put this video out there, as I am not in a good place at the moment with my tinnitus. It is bad, but I'm not going to get angry about it, because if I get angry about it, it will make it worse. How do I not get angry about it? And it seems that you have the same kind of mindset as myself. You're angry about it. Why have I got this? Why have I got it? This damn thing. So I know how you feel, but you have to not get angry about it. My advice, and this is what I'm going to be doing with myself today, as I've brought myself, well, Amanda brought me home from work. I couldn't ride my motorcycle. Is try and get into the mindset of, I know that at some point this increase in volume and intensity will come down, because it's happened before. So I'm not going to get angry about it. What am I going to do about it? Although I have tried the last couple of days with the methods I use, it hasn't really improved, and today was worse in the morning than it's been the last 3 or 4 days. It was it's worse this morning. But I've come home, I've taken myself away from work. I couldn't have worked. And I am going to practice my Tai Chi. I am going to do one of my meditations. I may do the video for that as well today. That may be a good time to do it. The next part, I will do these meditation videos to completion. Although I know a lot of you now have the actual audio files, and by doing this, of course, you've sent me all your email addresses, and a lot of you have been in touch with me via email rather than YouTube, as it's more of a private, personal way of contacting me, and that's fine. So please feel free to continue doing that. If I know a few of you are preferring to contact me via email, as you don't like to put your thoughts out there in YouTube land for the entire world to see. So that's fine. I don't have. Some of you have asked if that's okay, and do I mind that? It's absolutely fine. If you want to contact me via email privately rather than YouTube, that's fine. The only thing I will say is, if you don't get a reply from me in a timely fashion, it's not that I'm ignoring your email, it's just time factor of me getting around to answering you. If you send me an email, I promise you I will always reply given time. Okay, so yeah, so my advice, Kathy, for you and to myself is, do not get angry about it. That will not help you. And also try not to get too down about it. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. I am feeling down. I am feeling down about this, because you guys out there have seen me making these videos. I'm making progress. I'm having days where I'm not noticing my tinnitus at all. And I had the 3 wonderful, blissful days on the holiday in Yarmouth where I didn't have tinnitus for 3 days. It wasn't there. My mind had put it somewhere where, how can I put this? My mind had put the noise somewhere in my mind, in my brain, where it was not within my conscious thought. I could not hear it. That's the way to describe it, I think. And it was like it wasn't there. I'm not really bothered about this thing about anymore, about, is this a cure? Is this just habituation? You know, this is a very blurry line, cure, habituation. It can become a bit blurred. I would say I would still put this out there to make this clear. I don't. The 3 days that I didn't have this noise in my head, it was like I was pre-tinnitus before I had this noise. That's how it felt. I did feel like it felt like I was cured of it. That's how it felt. That doesn't mean I was, because I'm not cured of this condition, clearly, as today is demonstrating. But as I said in a previous video, I know that my mind is capable of removing this noise from my conscious thought, because it did. You know, it did. Whether you call it cured, habituation, whatever you want to call it, it's not really important. The important part is, the important aspect of this is, for 3 days I didn't have tinnitus. And that's what I'm holding on to, and that's what gives me the encouragement and the hope to progress. And this is why I'm not going to get angry or let myself spiral down. This is my advice to you, Kathy. Do not let yourself spiral down further. Keep in your mind that although you are going through this bad time, and I know you're going through a very bad time at the moment, and I was where you are at now. Okay, so I know that I'm saying I'm not feeling good today, but I know you're in a really bad place. But I was where you are at now, and things will get better, I promise you. The other thing I wanted to say in this video was, I've said before that this issue with the jaw, TMJ, Gray is very good on this subject, by the way. If you want to speak to Gray, he's very good on this subject. If you're watching Gray, I hope you're feeling better as well. I know you've had a few issues yourself, and I hope you're feeling better, and I hope to hear from you soon. Yes, this issue with the jaw. Now, I've not had really any experience of this. This is not a connection that I have made with my tinnitus. All I experienced was a slight aching of the jaw, and I've had an email from one of my subscribers talking about this issue with their jaw. They feel that they have an issue with their jaw, and this is what could be causing their tinnitus. Just a minute, I'm going to close the window because someone started using an electric mower. Great. Yeah. Now, I've said previously I didn't make any connection with my jaw with my tinnitus. However, recently, and particularly since last Friday, when I started to have the tinnitus has gone up in volume, I have felt a swelling, a tightness, a tautness, and a real aching, pain in this joint, TMJ joint. I am feeling it. And this is something new for me. This is something new. Now, I am going to have this checked out. I am going to have this issue checked out with the jaw. I've made an appointment to have x-rays done, etc. at my hospital. I'm still waiting for that referral to come through. And also, when I'm laying down, Amanda will massage the back of my head in a similar fashion to Rob Williamson does when he performs the craniotherapy on me, which I find absolutely blissful, and I'm going to book an appointment hopefully this week because I need it. That always makes me feel better. But when Amanda massages around this area of my head, I definitely can feel there is an issue now with this side of my face. And this is where I feel the tinnitus. It's usually in this right hand side of my head. Now, if this is a factor, because I have never made the connection with this with myself, it's always been more of my mind, and I still stand by that my tinnitus was caused by high levels of stress and anger, because I've not been, there's no issue with my ears. There's no issue with my ears. My hearing's fine. I've not been exposed to any loud noise or anything. My hearing is fine. But this, now, I am starting to think about this. You know, and I think it's good for me to put these videos out there where I will say, if I think I've missed something, or I've rethought something, I will, you know, criticise myself. And I think this may now, I don't know, but there is something I think going on with this side of my face, with this TMJ joint. However, even if this is the case, and this is a factor, it is still the brain that is creating the noise that is my tinnitus. It is my brain. Whether it's caused by, and I've said this so many times, loud noise damage, hair cell damage, physical trauma, whatever it is, it's your brain that creates the noise that you hear as tinnitus. It's not your ear, it is your brain. So although this may be a factor, it still is the brain that is creating this noise that you hear, because you can fluctuate and you can change it, and your state of emotional state changes the volume of your tinnitus. As I'm talking to you now, so I'm listening for it now. It does seem to be easing off. I don't know if this is because I'm finding this therapeutic, putting this out there to you guys. I don't know. This is a peculiar condition, isn't it? It's very bizarre. But yeah, so I'm going to get that checked out. So I will keep you updated on this issue of the jaw. It may be something completely different. I have got a bad tooth that needs removing in that side of my jaw, so it could just be that. It could just be toothache. I don't know, but I'll keep you updated. Another question that was put to me by email from one of my subscribers was about gabapentin, this drug gabapentin, which I have kind of put out there as something that has helped with my tinnitus, and it has. When I had my really bad spike, my level 8, 9, 10 spike a while ago, my doctor put me on gabapentin, and it brought the tinnitus down within the hour. And I have continued to take gabapentin, but I have lowered the dose. I went from 900 milligrams to 600 to 300, and I've been on 300 for a while, all last week and the week before, I think the week before that. This, because I've lowered the dosage, this could well be why my tinnitus has suddenly decided to go up in volume. Now, in regards to drugs, yes, we all would like to be drug free. I would like to be drug free completely. I don't take amitriptyline anymore at all. There was another drug that my doctor put me on. I was on about 6 different drugs to begin with, probably more. I'm not on anything like that anymore. The gabapentin, I know there's a lot of things that, and this is why this subscriber sent me an email about it, because their doctor has been saying about possibility of them going on gabapentin, but this subscriber has gone on the internet, like we all do, and seen that there are side effects to it, and also that they're very, very frightened about long-term damage from using this drug. Right, I decided to try and come off of gabapentin because I wish to be drug-free and just use natural methods to help me. However, because I've had this rise in volume, I went to see my doctor on Monday, and I spoke to him about the possible side effects of this, and the bottom line of it was, I'm not going to go through the whole conversation, but the bottom line of it was, if it's helping you, this is what my doctor said to me, and this is a doctor that I do trust. I've seen many doctors, so it takes a lot for me to have any faith in them, but this particular doctor I trust. And the bottom line of it was, if the drug is helping you live a more normal life, and the benefit of taking the drug, the benefit is outweighing the downside, the side effects. If the benefit is outweighing that, continue with it. I'm not suffering from any side effects from taking this drug at all. So I have decided to, to be perfectly honest with you, I have decided to go back to increasing my dosage of this drug, because I found it is the only one really that has helped me, because it is a drug that lowers the neural activity of the brain. It's given to epileptic sufferers, people that have epileptic fits. It's an anticonvulsant, so it directly affects the neural activity in the brain, and I've found it to help me. So I am going to return to this gabapentin drug. That is the only drug that I am now taking. As I say, I was taking 6 or more drugs for a while to begin with, but of course I don't want to be dependent on this kind of thing, so I have come away from all of the others, but the gabapentin I am going to continue with, because it seems to really benefit me, along with my own natural methods. So I will continue with that. So to answer your question to this subscriber, Pete, I think your name is. Yeah, Pete. If it's helping you, go. I know you haven't tried it yet, but if this drug helps you and you get a real benefit from it, as I have, and the benefit is outweighing any side effects, go with it, stick with it if it's helping you. I'm not suffering any side effects from taking gabapentin. It just helps me, although I wanted to wean myself away from it, as I do with all drugs. It has helped me, and at the moment I'm not in a good place, so I'm gonna go back to taking it. Maybe I can try and wean myself off it again later, but I am going to go back to taking it. Yeah, so this is why I wanted to put this video out there. Today I'm going to try and reduce this minor spike, but I wanted to put this out there because I think it is important for you guys to know that I do understand how you feel if you're not making progress, and you know, I too am not immune from the tinnitus getting me, as it is doing right now. But I'm not going to get angry about it, I'm not going to get stressed about it, and this is my advice, particularly for you, Kathy. Try not to get angry about it, don't get stressed about it. Every spike I've had, it will come down. The only thing that's baffling about this one is why it happened, I don't know. So yeah, I will be making another meditation video. I may do it today. I will do them to conclusion. Anybody that wants these audio files, please contact me via the email, and please continue to email me. It's fine, I don't mind. For those that have asked, it's fine, I don't mind. Just give me time to answer. Okay, so hopefully my next video, when I see you, I will be back to my what I call my level 1 or 2 self, and I will be in a better place, and I will have some more Q&As for you. I have a list of questions from you guys out there, and I will try and go through them and do a proper Q&A. But I just wanted to put this out there today to let you guys know, you know, I'm not immune from being the tinnitus getting me, but to keep your spirits up, as I'm trying to do, knowing that Well, I know, you know, like I said, I know because I've experienced it, so I can draw upon from this 3 days that I had, so I can draw from that. I know a lot of you guys out there have not experienced, since you've had tinnitus, you've had no relief. You've had no relief from it, and I know how you feel. You just can't escape from it. This is what people with tinnitus, who don't have tinnitus, don't understand. They don't understand the hell that it can be. You can't get away. You can't escape it. So, you know, for me, thank God, having had and knowing, using the methods that I've used, that I did manage to have these 3 days of where I did not have this condition, I know that I can get back there again. And this is where I am going to try to get back onto my path to recovery, which I know I will do. Okay, so Kathy, please don't get angry. I know how you feel. Don't get stressed. Try to relax. Use the methods. Use the audio files that I sent you. And I am going to be practicing what I preach today for myself. And I hope to see you all again soon with a more level 1 or 2 aid with your Q&As. And thank you very, very much to all of you for all your questions and your support. And I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.